So you want to know what separates the best traders from the rest? A lot of the time, it's not about having more data, it's about seeing that data more clearly. And in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how data visualization can give you a massive strategic edge.
I mean, if you're a trader, you know this feeling, right? You've got tickers, news feeds, economic reports, all these indicators. It's just a constant fire hose of information. It's so easy to feel like you're completely drowning in numbers. But are you actually seeing what really matters?
Well, here's the thing. What if the real answer isn't about finding yet another piece of data, but about seeing what you already have with total clarity? That is the true power of data visualization. It's how you cut through all that market noise and find a clear, actionable signal.
All right, so here's our game plan. We'll start with why this is so critical in the first place. Then we'll jump into the key advantages you get. We'll look at a trader's essential visual toolkit, talk about the software to get it all done, and wrap up with some best practices so your visuals are always crystal clear.
Okay, let's dive right in. In the crazy fast world of trading, how do you actually go from a spreadsheet full of raw numbers to making a smart, confident decision?
The best way to think about data visualization is like a bridge. You see, on one side, you've got all these spreadsheets, just columns and rows of raw numbers. And on the other side, you have that gut feeling, that intuitive understanding. Visualization is the bridge that connects them, letting your brain process huge amounts of information almost instantly.
And really, that's the whole point, right? Cognitive efficiency. This isn't about making pretty charts just for the sake of it. It's about lowering your mental load, freeing up your brain to do what it does best, spotting patterns, identifying opportunities, and managing risk way faster than anyone who's just staring at a spreadsheet.
Okay, so what does this actually get you? What are the tangible benefits? Let's break down the 4 key advantages that give you a real competitive edge in your trading strategy.
First off, it helps you identify the core trends and patterns that are literally the foundation of profitable strategies. You can also monitor your own performance in real time, getting instant feedback on what's working and what's not. Third, you can spot anomalies. You know, those crucial outliers that often signal a major market shift or a hidden risk. And finally, it just helps you simplify incredibly complex information, which clarifies your own thinking.
All right, now this is the fun stuff. Let's look at the actual tools of the trade. And it's so important to remember, different charts are designed to answer very different questions. You gotta pick the right tool for the job.
So we gotta start with the OG, the absolute foundation for pretty much all technical analysis for millions of traders, the candlestick chart.
I mean, it's amazing, right? Every single one of these candles tells a whole story about the battle between buyers and sellers. It shows you the open, high, low, and close for a specific time period. In just a single glance, you can actually feel the market's momentum and its volatility. So candlesticks tell you a lot about price. But price is only half the story, isn't it? Let's look at volume in a totally different way with a tool called the volume profile.
See, instead of showing volume over time, this chart shows you how much trading volume happened at specific price levels. The peaks literally show you where the market put its money, highlighting these super powerful areas of support and resistance. This is what gives raw price action its context and its meaning.
Okay, so we've zoomed in on a single asset's price and volume. But what about the big picture? How do all the different pieces of the market fit together? For that macro view, we turn to another powerful tool, heat maps.
A heat map is just perfect for understanding how different parts of the market move together. It's so simple, but so powerful. Just with colors, you can see in a split second which assets are strongly correlated, meaning they move in lockstep, and which aren't. This makes it an absolutely incredible tool for building a diversified portfolio and managing your overall risk.
All right, so you get the concepts. You see the power in these charts. But how do you actually do this stuff? What software do you use to make these visuals? Well, you've got a few different ways to go here. For your day-to-day, real-time charting, platforms like TradingView or MetaTrader are perfect. If you want to go deeper and build completely custom analysis or backtest strategies, you're going to want to look into programming with something like Python. And for that really high-level, long-term portfolio analysis, business intelligence tools like Tableau are incredibly powerful.
Okay, last thing, and this is super important. Having the best tools in the world won't help you if your charts are a mess. You have to follow some key principles to make sure your visuals are powerful, not just confusing.
Look, it all boils down to one thing: clarity versus clutter. You want to keep your charts simple and focused on one idea. Always provide context with clear labels, and use color strategically to highlight what really matters. And whatever you do, do not overload the chart with a million colors or use misleading scales. That kind of clutter doesn't just look bad, it actually distorts the data and defeats the whole purpose.
So, after all this, what's the one thing you absolutely have to remember from all this? What's the ultimate takeaway?
It's this simple idea. Data visualization isn't just a nice-to-have skill. It is how you transform raw, messy, chaotic market data into a powerful, tangible, strategic asset. It's how you build a real analytical edge that sharpens every single trade you make.
So I'll just leave you with this. Your data is constantly telling you a story. The real question is, are you using the right tools to actually listen to it? Thanks for watching.